Jessica Smith-Cross is back with us again this morning. She is the editor-in-chief at the Trillium.ca, an online source covering all angles of Ontario politics. Plenty of angles, Jessica, to cover this week on the campaign. Let's start with Doug Ford, who puts his premier hat back on, and the Canada's Not For Sale hat likely as well, when he goes down to talk tariffs in the U.S. What's the overall analysis of how that effort went and how that played into the current campaign?
A lot of questions about, is he the premier or is he campaigning for re-election as the PC leader? He's kind of both. But so far, it's not entirely clear how well it's gone. He and the other premiers scored a meeting at the White House yesterday. And, they came out saying, it went well. But afterwards, one of the people that they met with, who's the deputy chief of staff to the president, said, we didn't actually say that Canada should be the 51st at face value, which isn't a great sign for how that went inside.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting because, Ford's pitch in this campaign is he's the one protecting Ontario, sort of doing all of this. And this sort of plays into what his kind of angle is for the election here. How are the other leaders trying to counter that if they can at all?
Yeah, they've taken a bit of a line like he's not the best negotiator. They try to tie the domestic scandals to how well he can do on the sort of international stage in this way. So it's like he's the guy who negotiated this terrible deal with the spa folks. He's the guy who's paying this much extra for to get alcohol in corner stores. So that's their line of attack on this. And to be completely fair to Doug Ford right now, it would be a very challenging negotiating situation with Trump. No matter who's doing it. I'm not sure that anyone's figured out the key to how to get what you need from him right now. Yeah, that's a puzzle a lot of people can't put together, that's for sure. We also had Dr. Daniel Novak on our program a couple of days ago talking about the doctor shortage in this province. Certainly, we're seeing Marit Stiles and Bonnie Crombie going really hard on the healthcare as their number one issue here. How is that resonating, and what are you seeing in terms of them pushing the healthcare angle as their top priority? Yeah, I'd say the Liberals sort of stepped up their game on that one yesterday. They had this event in Toronto where they had out 100 chairs, and on each chair there was a printed out healthcare horror story. They had an ER doctor speak about some of the terrible things that he and his colleagues have been seeing. In particular, he was talking about people with really serious ailments getting treated in chairs in the waiting room. Like the hallways are so full of stretchers that now it's ER chair healthcare. We've got somebody with a broken spine getting treated in a chair, somebody having a miscarriage getting treated in a chair, which was pretty dark and effective for their case. Now, the NDP's chiming in on that as well, saying, yes, all of that is true, but it's not the Liberals that you want to fix it. Look, they were the guys who were in power for so long when all of these problems started, left us and said that's their line on this. Interesting. Yeah, of course, I know Doug Ford campaigned initially on ending hallway healthcare. Now we're in seats. There's going to be a lot of bums in seats up north coming up next week. Of course, you got the Northern Leaders debate. I know you're heading up there soon. Good luck getting there, Jessica. But what's at stake here in this first debate of the campaign? Yeah, so this is a way for the leaders to get started with their debate. There are two. This is the northern one. There will be a lot of northern-specific issues. There will be a lot of wonkier issues, but they'll get started, and it will be live streamed, so everybody anywhere in the province can see it. Our website will all be carrying it, and I'll be there live. Don't remind me of the drive. I'm terrified about it. But then afterwards, there's going to be the broadcast debate early next week, where there will be more eyes taking a look at the candidates as they make their pitches. Yeah, okay, we'll see where it goes because the polls haven't really nudged up or down too much. Jessica Smith-Cross, appreciate this. She is the editor-in-chief of the Trillium.ca. Safe drive into North Bay. We'll talk next week. Thanks again. Thank you.